Edochie, pastor, let me give him his appropriate title. Pastor Prophet Edochie, Evangelist Bishop Edochie. He has been lambasted on social media due to his prophecy or prediction. If he had said this when he didn't announce himself as a pastor, probably people would have thought about it. People would have just ignored him and tell him, hey, Oga, go and mind your business. But ever since Edochie presented himself as a man of God, as a prophet, as a senior prophet, as a major pastor, major prophet, major bishop and evangelist, archbishop and all of that, people want to take him very, very important, and also his words. They want to take it important. So Nigeria had the finals with Ivory Coast, and Edochie, according to his prediction and prophecy, he said this game will not get to penalty shootout. Nigeria will defeat Ivory Coast comfortably. Well, that didn't happen. Actually, it didn't happen, as Ivory Coast defeated Nigeria. Regardless of what anyone wants to say, the referee did not. None of that matters. The point is, wherever it is that predicted or prophesied or say God showed me, I saw, and all of that, should be able to get it right. Should know that the referee is going to act this way. Now, there are pastors and prophets out there that people have lambasted also, like Edochie. Some of them said, well, God told me this, God showed me this. And I put it out on social media, and certain people called me and they said they were going to give me $500,000. They said they were going to give me $1 million to pray to God to help them, change the course of event and all of that. And they did pray to God, and God did, we've heard several of them trying to shine with football prediction and all of that. Edochie also joined the league of pastors and prophets, seers who give out political and sports prediction. They call it prophecy. They believe that if they are able to get that permutation right, it will make them popular. They will succeed more in their reach to people out there. People will believe in them, and they will have the young stars following them fervently. That's what they believe. And Edochie knows about this thing, so he's also tapping into it. But since his prediction did not come out as it should, just imagine if Edochie had said, Cote d'Ivoire would defeat Nigeria. This is what God told me. And it happened that way. Don't you think that Edochie would have gotten huge followers now? People will say, wow, Edochie said it. It will trend on blogs. It will trend and trend and trend. And then Juju Austin will come out beating her chest and say, you see, God is with us. God is with our ministry. So people lambasted Edochie, and they did not spare Judy Austin. Judy Austin was also lambasted. They said all manners of things to her, like, hey, you guys are just bunch of nincompoops. You guys are just wasting your time running around circles, acting like you guys have answers, like God is speaking to you. God is not speaking to you. God does not know you. Better retrace your step before it is too late. Now, a lot of people lambasted Edochie. They said, Alpha, Pastor, be like, see this vision well, low. Oga, if I be you, I go log out from IG now because some Nigerians go drag you. So many people came hard at him. They are like, hey, mister, your status now is different from before. You have added pastor, evangelist, bishop, archbishop, primate. There is nothing that you've not added to your title. You're no longer that actor, Edochie, that people know. No, you are now a different person. You're a different person now. So whatever you say is important that you take note of it, because people are used to hearing that their pastor said that, we have political prophets. Our pastor said that this is the president. Our pastor said that this is this. Our pastor said that and that. You see? So guys, Edochie got dragged. And not just that they do. Even Daddy Freeze came on it. Daddy Freeze that is also calling himself evangelist, or is he YouTube evangelist or tele-evangelist? He also got involved. You also got involved that our man of God have spoken, our pastor has spoken. Let's keep our fingers crossed and see if his prediction or prophecy comes to pass. Who have spoken when God did not say? Well, Edochie, I think now he will be pressured and pressed into seeking for powers. Ministry is not something that you do without having some backup, particularly in our climb. Ministry is not something that you do and just preach motivational and move on. If you are going to delve into deep things, you will need backup. But if you are just that hallelujah someone, you can make it, you can become great, God will once you say God will expose your enemy, you started slowly crossing that boundary. Some people will check you out to find out if you belong or you don't belong. So they can be raw, they can be crude. So Edochie can simply stick to motivational. Unfortunately, that motivation must work first in your life. That's the truth. It must work first in your life. You cannot talk to people about acquiring wealth, money, material things without it showing in your life. You have to look for something in your life that you can relate to and people can relate to. Something that you can speak about saying, this worked for me. Edochie, I'm giving you some ideas. Or maybe you can start with your movie and tell them how you have been successful in this and that and encourage them in that pathway, even though you've stopped it now. Also, you cannot tell people how to live their life, the moral aspect of it. That is why the pastor thing is going to be difficult for you. So you can't. Unless you've right or wrong, then you can use that as a point of contact to them. That's it. So you can't. There's no way you want to run this show. So stick to that little part of motivation. Everything just worked against you. If you had come out as a pastor before you left May, let's say you already started your pastoral thing with May, then in between it you now broke apart, people will still join your church. If people can go to Indaboski Baosi when he's throwing them on the sofa, throwing them on plastic chairs on the floor, climbing on top of them, stretching on top of them, even Catholic sister, Reverend sister, climbing on the woman and making some kind of illegal moves on her. You think if you are so now, the only thing that will make people come to your church is if you can prophesy and it comes to pass. This football that you forecasted or predicted or whatever you did, you goofed. You really goofed. Edochie, what are you going to do? Pastor, you are failing. Everything you are failing. I beg you, go for a retreat, deliverance, public deliverance, not from a fraudulent marine prophet or pastor. Go for deliverance, and afterwards, who knows, maybe May will accept you back. I know a lot of people don't want that. I know. Who knows?